Hi, my name's Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder of Landscape Marketing Hero. And today, what I want to share with you on the show is how to implement 3 habits that will grow your landscaping business month over month, year over year. And will really just consistently help you grow and achieve the goals that you have. So stay tuned and I'll break it down for you. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. One of the things that we talk about consistently on the show here is something that we've created called the CEO method. And so I always remind myself and everyone what that's about. The C stands for consistent branding, the E stands for effective sales, and the O stands for operational habits. And the reason that we have that structure and that framework is because if we have each of these 3 columns in our business, these foundational pieces, then we know what to work on and when to work on it. And if you're like me, you may get that entrepreneurial itch, or you want to do something new or add something new into the business. Well, that's can be a positive thing that can definitely be done. There's times where that's actually just a distraction. And instead of taking that creativity and that energy and that just entrepreneurial drive and spreading ourselves thin, we can refocus ourselves and say, okay, which of the 3 foundational pieces of my business, which of these 3 parts do I need to invest in to level up? Because if we keep leveling up consistent branding, we'll have more of our ideal customers, more outstanding employees that work for us. If we continue to improve in effective sales, we'll close better jobs more profitably, more consistently. And operational habits, if we invest there, is going to allow us to run the company in a smooth manner without overworking ourselves, without killing ourselves with work, and not dealing with all the problems that come when we are not intentional about using a method and a system. And so today what I want to share is how to implement 3 different habits that will grow your landscaping business. And anytime we're talking about habits, or almost all the time, it's around operational habits. How do we show up on a daily basis so that we can impact our team positively, so we can serve our customers, and so we can grow not only our top line, which is nice, but more importantly, our bottom line of profit and revenue that the company is collecting, and that owners, founders, those that are running and leading the business, we can take our income out of that as well. And so the first thing that I want to touch on today that I have mentioned on the show before, but I want to bring up again, is the first habit I would encourage you to implement is having an all-team daily huddle every single day. And when I first heard about this concept, I thought, oh my God, this is going to take a ton of time. This is going to be a pain. It's not going to help anything. I'm going to be wasting time every day when I just want to get to work and get moving and get to making money. And I was wrong about that. When I put the system in place based on what one of my coaches and mentors shared with me, at first it was a little bit different. For a couple of weeks or even a month, it was a little bit different for me to get used to, for my team to get used to. But once I did that and I started to observe the results from it, I immediately saw an increase in productivity. I saw sales increase. I saw communication improve. I saw the whole inner working of the operational side of my business just smooth out and improve. And the reason that I think that happens, because I've not only implemented this myself, but I've helped many of our clients implement this as well, is when we're intentional about connecting with our whole team on a daily basis, what that allows us to do is first have communication and community. And anytime that we're improving communication, anytime we're investing in the community and the culture inside of our company, we build trust. And when we have more trust, people are willing to work harder for us. They're willing to solve problems, and they know what to do when they encounter challenging or new situations. So it allows us just to communicate better. One of the other benefits that comes out of that daily intentional communication, and these can be 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the longest. These are not huge time sucks. What we can do is solve problems in real times. So when I have one of my leaders come to me, or if you have one of your crew leaders come to you, they can say, hey, I have this challenge with a project we're on, or I'm not sure what to do with this customer account, or what, this piece of equipment's been acting up. What should we do? By having those quick touch points and being able to solve those quick little problems, we actually reduce the friction that we get when we don't communicate, and we get everything to really flow smoothly. And all those little problems that get solved on a daily basis impact the overall momentum of the company, and they allow us to just move really quickly. So by having that daily huddle, you have that connection, the communication, you solve problems in real time, and you're able to continue to share your vision for the company, your goals, what your standards are as it relates to customer experience, and how we show up and work hard, how we, handle each part of the job, and how we run our company. And so I would encourage you to begin implementing that. Even if you don't start with daily, which is really the ideal whenever possible, start with a once a week, all team huddle, and say, hey, we're just going to check in. It's Monday. Let's talk about how the week's going to go, and what challenges we have, and just build that process. It really just starts out with, setting the intention for the time and saying, hey, the reason we're connecting is just to communicate about anything that's coming up, for me to share my vision about the direction we're going, and just to solve any problems that we can solve quickly before we, hit the road and go out and serve our customers. A simple structure like that, and you can improve and optimize that as you go. But by using that simple structure, again, you increase communication. People are going to be connected. You're going to be able to trust them more. They're going to trust you more, and you solve those problems in real time. And by making that really small investment of time, even if let's say you do 10 minutes, 5 days a week, if you invest 50 minutes a week, you will get massive return in optimizations, productivity, and even revenue because of just connecting as a team. The second habit that I want to encourage you to put in place for yourself, and if you have crew leaders at this point, is to block out weekly planning time, and then actually make sure it's being used. Make sure it's being followed through on. Because when we take time to plan and look at our schedule and say, here's the game plan for next week, here's what I'm expecting with weather, here's a project we're delayed on, how are we going to catch up on that, or here's the customer challenges. If you just sit down and plan out how you're going to attack that, you are way more efficient. And I've been in both positions. I've been leading other team members, other employees before, and seen them not plan and waste time. And I've wasted time. Over the weekend, I had a project that I was working on at home, and I thought I had everything I needed. Or thought I knew what I needed. So I went to Home Depot, got what I needed, got back to my house to finish up the project, and come to find out I needed 2 more pieces to finish the project. And so I had to go out again and get those. And because I didn't really plan out my project, I wasted an extra, hour or 2 of running around and trying to catch up and get things done. And while that's not such a huge deal when we're doing a one-off kind of random project on our own, it has a massive impact on our profitability, on, everything that's going on inside the company. And so by putting that habit in place, that will allow us to create the culture of planning and then execution. And yes, there's things that we have to decide on the fly. Yes, there's things we're just going to handle as they come in. But the more we move into a proactive planning and habit, the more that we're going to be able to control in a healthy way the output that our company puts out, the results that we're getting. And I remember my grandfather was teaching me the business. He pointed to one employee at that time years ago and said, you see that guy? He's just a busybody. He runs around. He doesn't remember anything. He's always forgetting stuff. He's always going to get more materials, or he forgot a piece of equipment or a tool. And so he never gets anything done. And they said, look at this other guy. This crew leader comes in a little bit early. He comes in about 20 minutes earlier than everybody else. He plans what he needs. He puts everything on the truck and the trailer that he's going to need for the day. And, because of that, he gets done earlier and he makes more money than everybody else. Because he had some incentive inside of that program too. But because he's more effective, he was able to make the company more money, and he ultimately made a little bit more money too. But really, it created a healthy culture of planning on that crew. And so from that, I learned not only from that point when my grandfather was sharing, but also like I shared with the mentors that I've worked with, that whenever we take time to just really sit down and plan, we allow ourselves to execute more effectively and more efficiently. And that contributes to not only a healthy team culture of how we should all be planning, but it does push profits down to the bottom line. The fourth habit is to remind you just to invest in daily marketing and sales. If you just reach one new contact a day, then you're going to be in a position where you're going to have new prospects to talk to. You're going to have new opportunities. And if we ever think that we can coast or let off the gas or not use a system for our marketing efforts for sales, then that's when our revenue starts to drop. Typically, in the landscaping space and in many home services, industries, what we find is that the revenue you're making today is due to the sales and marketing you did 30, 60, or 90 days ago. Oftentimes it falls around that 30-day mark. So if you start having conversations today and you start meeting new people and you're networking and you're connecting and you're door knocking and you're using any of the marketing tools that you've put in place, and you just make a habit of doing a little bit every day, then you're going to keep building your pipeline of sales and the company can continue to grow. So those are definitely, the 3 habits that I would recommend that you follow. One is make sure that you implement a daily team huddle. And even if you start once a week and then you move to that, it's going to make you way more money over time and it's going to improve just the entire performance of the team. 2 is block out weekly time for planning so that you can make sure that you're really being proactive and looking ahead to hitting the goals for the week, the month, and the quarter that you're in. And then 3, make sure that there is daily investment from you or somebody in your company and the dollars you employ to go out and do paid advertising in marketing and sales. Because if you're daily investing in that, you will build the marketing snowball, you will build the brand reach that we all need to be successful, and that will help your business grow. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show. And if you need any help, please reach out at landscapemarketinghero.com. We look forward to talking with you and serving you in any way we can. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.